EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
Hey, check. Go.
A first down throw for Brissett. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Patriots had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And some room to run now. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, look at this play call. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Hey, come on, two.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time. Now Tua on the bootleg here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Patriots' 8-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
high
That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Don't worry.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Brissett now on second down. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. In motion left, that's Thornton. Brissett to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brings up second and 10 at the Patriots' 35-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. It's caught. Smith. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Tua. He's into the secondary, and the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Nobody had more speed on offense last season than Miami, and Waddle might be the fastest player on that unit. Led the NFL with over 18 yards per catch and was in the top 10 in yards.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0.
Patriots nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Let's go.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Go.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Check. Let's go.
Again, it's Stevenson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Go.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
It's 4th down.
4th down, Brissett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Got it. Hey, kill. Go.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
19. Set. Lefty. Go.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Go.
Brissett sets to throw it. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots! Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Well, 2 is going to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 41. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
We're 19. Set.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. In motion left, that's Thornton.
Kill.
Now Brissett on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
They give to Achane on the option. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Achane was one of the big backfield home run hitters in the 2023 draft. One of the fastest players in the class. Miami excitedly drawing up plays like that for him from the moment they sent that pick in.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At their 48-yard line.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Hey, go.
A second down throw for Brissett. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble. And this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, off. Go.
They run once more with Stevenson. A beautiful fake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action now. Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Right back to Achane on second down.
There he goes left side. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Devon Achane.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the the final minute of the third.
Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Dolphins 28, Patriots 7. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Now HN on 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Jawan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Brissett to throw on 1st.
That's complete. Demario Douglas with it.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
On the draw is Stevenson.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Brissett.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Brissett now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Rabbit. Go.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
That's good for a Patriots.
Kill. Go.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down and 4.
Hey, kill. Go.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
125 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
Go.
On the handoff, Stevenson.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Go.
On 3rd down, Brissett.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown!
Hunter Henry, 27 yards.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Patriots 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
All right, let's go.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
20
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult